In all of these situations, it's only the artist that's losing. Somebody.
6 vehicles, a white Tesla Model 3 license plate. Nasty northbound from 1200 block of Intersect Canyon.
People just thought it was just a random incident, but then people started connecting dots. Rihanna is a key material witness into this whole trafficking scheme or plot.
Listen, Rihanna, when you die, God is taking me to my future. You want to kill me? No, Rihanna, no. You're not the eagle. They will soar high on wings like eagles. Rihanna wants to say that we are flying. That we are flying and we're not. She's not flying. She had a bad day. She looks really stupid and corny. And everyone knows it. But shut the up, okay? Shut the up. Yeah, she's a witch. I'm a watchman. She's a witch. Get that stupid girl out of here. Okay? They can't do this. What about my hands? What about these fingers over here? What about these 3 fingers? What about it? No, you're not here. You're rebuked. And even if you're here, there are many in this realm. And you are rebuked, and Jesus is the king, and you're just kicking and screaming on your way out and perishing. There's an energy trying to literally throw a ray of, what is it? A ray of force at me to push me down. I don't want you, and you don't go there. And you know what? God's judgment is going to be overwhelming against you when he grabs you and throws you down. I've already seen it. You saw Rihanna. You saw her picture. She has a very big forehead and an ugly, ugly nose. That's God's judgment on her. I keep telling her to stop harassing me. And she keeps doing it. She keeps harassing me. And I already bought stock in Ulta, and I have staked in Ulta. So now those energies can't harass me when I go into Ulta anymore. When I go into Ulta, the devil tries to antagonize me or instigate against me by the pictures that are there. But you know what? I bought steak in there, and I said, you know what, forget you. This is mine too. You're not going to be throwing bad energy at me when I'm coming to the store.
Anna over there all jealous because how am I, because her faith is the devil. Rihanna's faith is the devil, okay? I don't like her, and she's always trying to steal from me. And she has not ever put out any music to reach people. She only did her little music thing so that she can do witchcraft. And so that she can steal from people. So everybody, please, don't listen to her. Don't follow her. Don't give that girl any air, space, or time. Because she's stealing from you. Okay? She's stealing from you. So you guys need to wake up and don't give that girl any attention. They want to come over here.
Over the past few weeks, Jaden Smith has found himself back in the spotlight. But not in the way most artists would hope. Instead of people focusing on his creative work, the conversation has shifted toward his behavior in public. What might have been small, forgettable moments turned into viral clips, and suddenly his name was everywhere again. As often happens online, a few short videos were enough to spark a much bigger discussion. The situation became even more intense when D.L. Hughley shared his opinion. His comments didn't calm things down. In fact, they added another layer to an already complicated story. Now, instead of just talking about Jaden's actions, people began debating his upbringing, his family, and the pressures of growing up in the public eye. It all started at a red carpet event. Jaden showed up looking relaxed and confident, greeting people and posing for cameras. For a moment, everything seemed completely normal. Then a reporter asked him about a fashion project he was involved in. The question itself wasn't aggressive or controversial. It simply mentioned that he was working with a designer who had previously collaborated with Kanye West. Instead of answering, Jaden suddenly walked away. He didn't say no comment or try to change the subject, he just left. The moment was caught on camera, and within hours, the clip spread across social media. People replayed it again and again, trying to understand what had happened. Some viewers thought he looked irritated, even though the question seemed harmless. Others guessed that he didn't want to be linked to Kanye in any way. But many people pointed out that the reporter wasn't even asking about Kanye directly. That's what made the reaction feel confusing to so many viewers. It wasn't just what he did, it was how unexpected it seemed. Before the conversation could settle, another video surfaced. This time Jaden was in Paris. In the clip, he reacted strongly to a sudden change in the weather. What could have been a light moment turned into something people described as strange or over the top. Some viewers laughed it off, thinking he was joking. Others felt his reaction seemed unusual. As always, the internet quickly split into different sides. Some people defended him, saying that short clips don't tell the full story. Others used the moment as more evidence that something was off. That's the thing about social media. Once a narrative starts, every new video gets pulled into it. Around the same time, people also began talking about his fashion choices. Jaden has always been known for doing things his own way, especially when it comes to style. He doesn't follow trends, he creates his own. But recently, some of his outfits sparked stronger reactions than usual. One moment that got a lot of attention was when he appeared carrying a very expensive mini bag shaped like a doll.
I'm saying that everything that happens in a business that's based off of pretend, that seems like a setup is. In business, nothing is coincidental, or you would be hearing who's losing money. In all of these situations, it's only the artist that's losing. Somebody makes big money. When these rappers get killed, not incidental. Somebody made $100 million and now don't have to talk to that artist or none of their crew, don't have to validate none of their contracts. Now only got to deal with the mama, only got to see her once a year, and it's over. And the money goes up and up and up. So they killed this $20 million guy, but they reaped $60 million in benefits.
Wow.
And they had some people from your city do it.
Another detail added to the confusion. Early news report.
Withdrawing your plea of not guilty.
A judge did not allow cameras to show the face of Ivana Ortiz, who appeared in a downtown LA courtroom Tuesday, where she did not enter a plea to charges of attempted murder, 10 counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm, and 3 counts of shooting into a home and vehicle.
We intend to convict Ms. Ortiz of all the charges which have been leveled at this point beyond a reasonable doubt.
Outside court, LA County District Attorney Nathan Hochman says Rihanna was home with her partner A$AP Rocky and their 3 children and staff when Ortiz started shooting.
The 2 people that were inside the Airstream were Rihanna and her partner Rakim Mayer.
Rock Nation operates under the larger Live Events Corporation Live Nation.
Really good audition. Yes. But before I met him, I was so nervous. I was shaking literally. But the moment I walked into the office, the atmosphere was so warm and welcoming.
You had to sing a cappella for him?
Yes, I had to sing. I sang Fun to Replay. I sang another ballad from the album last time.
Yeah. So then what did he say to you? He said something to you.
Oh yes, he said, we don't sing songs here, we sing artists. And there was this little pause, and I was nervous. But then he said, and we're interested. And there was this sudden feel of relief.
But then he said something about a window and a door or something.
Oh, then he said, he did it homework.
I did a lot of homework on you, this lady.
He said, there are 2 ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal sign or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor.
So you was like, where's the pen?
In 2024, the U.S. the perfect person to blame if something went wrong. Others insisted the incident may have been nothing more than a warning.
A shooting at Rihanna's Beverly Hills home.
Approximately 10 shots heard and an unknown person shouting.
It happened Sunday around 1:30 local time. Police say a white Tesla with a man and woman inside drove up to the singer's house and fired 10 shots at the front gate. One of the suspects has since been taken into custody. Officers tell ET no one was hurt in the shooting. It's unclear if Rihanna, A$AP Rocky, or their 3 children were home at the time. Police have not released any information about a possible motive in the shooting.
At the Beverly Hills mansion of Rihanna and A$AP Rocky, Ivana Ortiz is her name. She's facing attempted murder charges. Bail is set at $10.2 million. Carter Evans has more.
We're learning new details about the suspect police say targeted the Los Angeles home of one of the biggest names in music. Investigators say 35-year-old Ivana Ortiz opened fire on Rihanna's home Sunday with an AR-15 style assault rifle. Bullets riddled the front gate, and investigators were seen examining what appear to be bullet holes on an Airstream trailer and the side of the house.
10 gunshots fired from the vehicle at the gate.
Police records reveal Ortiz was booked for domestic violence in Florida in 2023. More recently, she unsuccessfully sought an injunction to block a Billie Eilish concert in Orlando.
Is Cardi B pressed?
Before the shooting, a woman who appears to be Ortiz shared bizarre posts on social media about several celebrities, including Rihanna.
She's the one who wants to kill me.
In a video on her YouTube channel 2 months ago, Ortiz appears holding a Bible while rambling incoherently with violent and threatening language.
Listen, Rihanna, when you die, God is taking me to my future. You want to kill me. Shut the up.
The LAPD confirms people were present at the time of the shooting. It's not clear if Rihanna, her partner, rapper A$AP Rocky, and their 3 children were home.
Is somebody sending unwanted messages to the celebrity? These are the kinds of things that everybody's going to look at in investigating a crime.
For CBS Mornings, I'm Carter Evans in Los Angeles.
Well, it's very clear that lady has some issues. I'm just glad nobody was hurt in the home. I kept thinking, what about her children?
Right.
What about her? What about her partner? And I bet it's a relief that she's no longer on the streets. But that's why celebrities have security. Right?
I was thinking the same thing, Gil.
It's very scary.
It's disturbing, right?
Like
it's also disturbing that you can make those kinds of threats online.
Yes.
And no one be aware. No one, no police authorities or anybody close to her say, hey, you know what? Might want to check.
And people oftentimes say, oh, celebrities, woe is me, their life must be hard. But there are individuals that are so obsessed and they create narratives and worlds in their head and then act on those things.
That's right.
And unfortunately,
scary.
Authorities often can't do anything until somebody does something. Just talking crazy on TV isn't enough.
Spot on.
The Florida woman accused of shooting at Rihanna's home remains behind bars this morning, facing an attempted murder charge.
Gigi Graciette is live in Beverly Crest now with the latest developments on this case. Gigi.
Good morning. Yes, we're learning much more from the district attorney after Ivana Ortiz was in court yesterday. Take a look. The judge did not allow media to record or show her images, but the 35-year-old from Orlando, Florida, seen here in several mugshots from previous arrests related to domestic violence in Florida, has now been formally charged after police say she opened fire on the home of Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. Prosecutors filing 1 count of attempted murder along with 10 felony counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm and 3 felony counts of shooting at inhabited dwellings in addition to gun enhancements. LAPD had presented a case of 10 counts of attempted murder, but the district attorney chose to charge her instead with only 1 count, along with 10 counts of assault as the more appropriate charges. And take a look at this, because the DA confirmed that at least 2 of the bullets fired at Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's home hit an Airstream Taylor that was parked outside the home but behind the home's gate. The district attorney confirming that both Rihanna and A$AP Rocky were inside the Airstream at the time of the shooting. Certainly a close call for both of them. While inside the home, the couple's 3 children, along with Rihanna's mother and 2 staff members. Prosecutors also said that they're continuing to review online social media posts made by Ortiz in which she references Rihanna multiple times.
I'm fighting with the devil himself. And that's why you got Rihanna over there all jealous. Because how am I, because her faith is the devil. Rihanna's faith is the devil, okay? I don't like her, and she's always trying to steal from me.
House. For some people, it was creative and bold. For others, it felt excessive. The price alone became a talking point, with critics saying he was showing off rather than expressing himself. Still, there were plenty of fans who defended him. They argued that fashion is about freedom and creativity, not about pleasing everyone. To them, Jaden was simply being himself in a world that often expects people to fit into narrow boxes. Then came the comments from D.L. Hughley, and that's when things really took a turn. He suggested that Jaden's behavior might be connected to how he was raised. Without holding back, he pointed toward Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith, implying that their parenting style may have played a role. His statements immediately got people talking. Some agreed with him, saying that growing up in a complicated household could affect anyone. Others felt he went too far by speaking about private family matters in public. A big part of this discussion brought up the past situation involving August Alsina. As many people remember, August once revealed that he had been in a relationship with Jada. At the time, he was close to the Smith family and reportedly going through a difficult period in his life. That detail made the situation uncomfortable for many observers. Some people felt that the power dynamic and timing raised serious questions. Others believed it was a private matter that shouldn't be judged so harshly by outsiders. D.L. Hughley argued that if the roles had been reversed, the public reaction would have been much stronger. He suggested that if Will had been involved with someone close to his daughter, the backlash would have been intense. This point divided people even more. Some agreed, saying there's often a double standard in how situations like this are judged. Others felt that comparing different scenarios doesn't always lead to fair conclusions. Either way, his comments added fuel to an already heated conversation. Beyond all the opinions, there's a bigger issue at play here. Growing up in the spotlight, Jaden became famous at a very young age. He wasn't just the child of celebrities, he was a star in his own right. From acting in major films to releasing music and launching fashion projects, his life has always been public. That kind of exposure comes with pressure. Every action gets noticed, every mistake gets shared, and every unusual moment gets turned into a headline. For someone still figuring out who they are, that level of attention can be overwhelming. Some fans believe that Jaden never really had the chance to live a normal life. Instead of learning and growing in private, he had to do it